There is still one unsolved mystery in the Watts case. Today, I want to revisit a particularly strange incident and bring it back to your attention. On Friday, September the 21st, 2018, at around 6 p.m., Officer Lines responded to 2825 Saratoga Trail for a report of suspicious activity. Dispatch advised the following. RP got a text message from unknown person that her deceased daughter's back door is open at her house. This is the home of Shanann Watts. This is the report of responding Officer Lines and Sergeant Manley. I arrived at the house with Officer Lines. We walked up to the front of the house and tried to open the front door. The door was secure. I looked through the windows on both sides of the door and did not see anything out of place or any sign that someone had made entry into the house. Officer Lyons and I walked around the front of the house to access the gate to the backyard. I tried to pick up on both garage doors to ensure they were still secure. As we walked around the house, I was looking at all windows and screens. I did not see anything out of place or that would indicate that someone gained access to the house from the windows. We walked around the back of the house. I noticed that the screen of the back door was slit open. I walked up the steps and observed that the door was closed and that there was a security bar in place preventing anyone from entering through the door. The curtains were in place and did not seem disrupted. After looking to see that all windows and all doors appeared secure in the back of the house, we walked back up front. As I was walking by the garage, I noticed that the garage lights were on. I did not recall that the lights were on when I walked up to the house the first time. The house appeared secure at this time, and I did not see any indication that someone had been in or around the house. Officer Lyons and I cleared without incident.
What? Which ones? I don't know, I couldn't tell. Huh? Well, they could have turned. I doubt they're active with my momentum. I'm more focused on the door. Action lights. And they may have left them on. I don't know. Take a look. That security bar was dropped in the back door, so yeah. I don't think anybody's gone in.
Despite the garage lights coming on and no alarm being triggered from checking both garage doors, Officer Lyons and Sergeant Manley left the premises. However, they were called back a short time later and were greeted by the Watts neighbor Nate. Sergeant Manley states the following. At about 7:50, I was contacted by dispatch again. I was told that Mr. Rusek called in stating that he spoke to the neighbor. According to Frank, Nate stated that the garage lights were still on and they had not been on in the days past. I responded back to the address and spoke with Nate. He was able to show me video from his Xfinity home security system on his phone. He showed me that a female walked up to the house at about 7 p.m. and was seen walking up to the front door. There is no video of the female ever leaving the area. And shortly after, there is a black SUV that is seen passing the house slowly. Nate was able to show me 3 different videos showing the black SUV going slow by the house shortly after the female was seen walking to the front door. I did not see anyone leave the vehicle and approach the house, and did not see anyone come from the house and get into the vehicle. I was able to use a ladder that Nate provided and looked into the top windows of the garage. I did not see anything that indicated anyone was in the garage, and it did not appear that anyone went through anything in there. Nate explained that he had spoken with other neighbors in the area, and they also had not seen any lights on in the garage in the past few days. While I was looking in the windows, I pushed on the garage, sounding an alarm. I spoke to Mr. Rusek by phone. He told me that he did not think the lights should have been on either. I told him about the alarm, and he stated that he did not think the alarm was set when he left the residence a few weeks prior. He asked if we could clear the house and make sure that no one was in the house. They provided me with a door code for the front door. I explained that I would get a few more officers at the house and we would make sure there was no one there. With the image of the party walking up to the door and not seen leaving the house and the lights on in the garage, I wanted to make sure we cleared the house as safely as possible. All 5 of us walked up to the front door. I put in the door code and unlocked the front door. I opened the door and made several announcements. Frederick Police, anyone in the house? Frederick Police, if you're in the house, make yourself known. I did not hear or see anything in the house. I made those announcements several times while we worked through the house, clearing room by room. We did not locate anyone in the house and did not observe anything out of place or something that was obviously missing. We checked all cabinets and closets along with rooms. As we left the house, the garage lights were turned off. I was able to secure the front door to the house and check to make sure the door was locked. I spoke with the neighbor again and advised him that there was no one in the house and that if he would be able to look at his cameras again and see if he could see when the female left the area and if there was a vehicle associated. As on the 22nd of September, I had not heard from the neighbor. End of report. Back in 2020, I personally requested the footage that the neighbor was willing to provide to the police. Unfortunately, I was informed that law enforcement agencies did not possess this footage, which allegedly shows a female walking up to the house and never returning. Strangely, rumors suggested that the female was one of Watt's defense attorneys. This doesn't make any sense. Why would Watt's defense attorney enter the house without notifying anyone? Additionally, why would she hide from the police or not inform them that it was her entering the Watts house? Also strange, when the police first arrived on the scene at around 6 p.m., Sergeant Manley checked both garage doors and no alarm went off. The second time they arrived, the alarm was set and went off as Sergeant Manley slightly pushed the garage doors. To this day, it remains unclear who the dark-haired lady was seen lurking around the Watts home on September 21st, 2018.
Gotcha.
Frederick Police Department, anybody down here? Frederick Police Department.
What's that? That might be the alarm, I'm thinking. I'm not sure. It's right there. Shut up.
Blue coming up.
Blue coming out.
Coming out. Coming out. Okay. You check this closet?
Yeah.
Okay. We check out the kitchen cabinets and stuff.
I'm gonna check the top, see if there's a access there. Clear.
Coming out to you, Kate.
Look for any like vents like those that are big enough that maybe they open or something like that.
Let's go clear upstairs.
No, let's go.
Frederick Police Department, anybody upstairs? Frederick Police Department, anybody upstairs? Make yourself known! You guys want to cover me? I'll grab the gate.
I'll hold down here.
Clear, coming out. Copy. Come to you and I, come after. Go. Rutgers Police Department, anybody in there? Rutgers Police Department, make yourself known! Copy. 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 Copy.
Laundry room and access panel up there?
There's no one breathe down.
There's not.
Maybe you can see what's been held up by whoever we're in the last shot. Okay. Go ahead and make this place like it was when we came in.
I had it, yeah, I had it switched there.
Perez, we're coming down.
Copy.
I'm going to the backyard going. I was in back there.
A couple times. This light off.
All right.
What's that?
All the lights.
All right, guys.
Good?
Or-
Will we get the garage lights off? We get the garage lights off? Okay.
Okay. Got everybody?
Those two already went out.
Okay. Let's go. I'll be the last one out.
I'm gonna kill the lights, it's gonna get dark.